to your neighbors and communities, did you see that each one is love? The symbol is a combination of hearts, which I love, because I love that Rotary cares. I think that's the most important part. Emotion and passion can change anything in the world. And finally, we take it to make a better world. And you put it together, and you have what we do, what Rotarians do every day. First area of emphasis, he said, will be the family. Why the family? All the building blocks start with the family. The harmony starts with the family. Nobody can be stable without his family. First, we look after our family, the house, the health of our wife, our children, that they are safe, clean water. We help our mother, we help our children. We want to create a safe world for our family. This is the most important thing. Second area is continuity. You will see a lot of things I talk about today will depend on us having continuity. To work in our areas of expertise, to provide clean water, spread literacy, to continue to work with the youth, to work towards eradicating polio. So what are we going to do? We're going to continue to do what Rotarians do absolutely best. And the third area of emphasis he's talking about is change. To work towards making a better world and a cleaner world and a peaceful world. This is something that Rotary does. No other community besides the United Nations works towards peace. So we have to be the instrument, we have to be the change to make a better world. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, we must be the change you wish to see in the world. This is the challenge, my dear friends, my Rotarian brothers and sisters, that we have to meet. We have to make it happen. Are you with me?
Yes.
I want to make sure you're still there, okay? He's a great man, really is a very good man. And ultimately, basically, reach within. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Where all life begins with love in the heart. Now I'll move to the other area of district goals. I hope my PowerPoint's not too colorful, huh? But you know me, I'm a very colorful guy, right? So we'll move on. The first goal is to embrace humanity. This is a very important part of it. If I could make you do one thing, I'll tell you a story. When I was young, I lived with two of my uncles. They're both, one is 1 year older than me, one is 1 year younger than me. They are my mother's youngest brothers. Both are Rotarians. Charter President Charlie Parmanand is my younger uncle, and Shane Parmanand, PP of Rotary Kowloon Club, is my uncle also. And they used to fight. And they used to fight and argue like it was ridiculous. And my grandfather, you know what he would do? He'd make them hug each other. And they had to hug each other till all the anger and the pain was gone. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to hug each other and change and embrace humanity. So I love this thing. So how do I start? Some of you heard about the one. It is amazing that I came up with this idea so long ago. It's not me, it's God. I believe everything has its own time and place. I believe that Rotarians are heroes. Every day, somewhere, sometime, someplace, we're doing something right. And that's why I love Rotary. I'm part of six charities, but there's nothing I love more than Rotary, because we carry the overhead. I'm so proud to say, Mother's Choice, 25% of the money goes to administration. Rotary International, 3%. It'd be very interesting to see what Rotary District 3450 carries as an expense. But that's Rotary. So, how do we do it? You all have a poster. You should have a poster in your folder. I had a dream. I heard about a doctor called Dr. Woban. Dr. Woban left Germany because he wanted to go to Africa, the most painful and worst place in the world you can think of, where everybody needs money, health. He went there to trying to help people. He joined a hospital in Cape Town, and one day, two black men came to see him. And they were very sick. But he could not help them because they had no insurance. And the hospital revolved around the system of insurance. So he had to turn them away. So what happened? 2 days later, these gentlemen were dead. They were dead. Forget anything else. They were dead. Dr. Woban was totally depressed. He said, I didn't come to Africa to watch people die. I came to Africa to make sure people live. So he left the job and he joined the United Nations in Nambia. where they paid him 7,000 US dollars a month. A lot of money for an African country. He took it because he opened his own clinic in the middle of the city, and anybody he would look after, including drug traffickers, whoever they were. He got to the stage that the drug addicts he was trying to convert, the drug traffickers wanted to kill him. Sometimes when he walked home at night, he would be mugged by the very people he helped in the afternoon. So what is this gentleman? So what does Dr. Hendrik represent? To me, he represents the one, the hero, the unsung hero, the man that we need to find. Rotarians are heroes. We're not going to talk about ourselves, but we're going to find the hero, lift the image of Rotary, and also lift our own image at the same time. Because District 3450 needs a boost. When I joined Rotary, when my father joined Rotary, it was prestigious to be a Rotarian. Now we grab members from the street. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. So I want you, very importantly, to push the one. I've talked to over 200 of my classmates, DGEs, and they're all willing. I can tell you the story. When I talked to them in Bangkok, the DG from Pakistan raised his hand and he said, "David, what can I do? Can I help you raise money?" I said, "No. Help me find the hero." How does it work? A Rotary Club has to nominate the winner. It cannot be a Rotarian. That man will get $50,000 because the man represents service above self. He epitomizes what Rotarians should be. The $50,000 has been arranged. How was it arranged? I had lunch with a friend of mine called Richard Ellman. Richard Ellman is the CEO of a group called Noble Group, the largest commodity company in Asia. And he actually invited me for lunch at the Mandarin. He's a man of very few words. In fact, one of his officers works for our Rotary Club, is a Rotarian. And he told me, "你攞到錢啊?" I said, "Yes, 我攞到錢啊." Why? Because every man has a heart, and we need to work with corporate to take their money. So anyway, we had lunch. He said, "David, can you do an exchange program between China and Israel for me?" I said, "Sure, no problem, but I will do it through Rotary, because that, I think, is the right organization to do things like that." He said, "I'll pay for everything." I said, "That's not a problem." Then I told him about my dream. He said, "So what do you need?" "I love the idea." I said, "I want 100,000 US dollars. He said, "Too expensive, I'll give you 20. I said, "No bargaining, 50. At that time, my dream was very young. So I settled for 50. But you know something? I think he will raise it to 100. But we need to find the hero because it ties Rotary to the hero, raises the profile of heroes. We are embracing humanity. And you know what? At the end of the day, we will find a spokesperson, a symbol that we can tell everybody, he is a hero. He is Rotary's hero. We can draw more people to Rotary. That's the whole key. So we're going to do it. And by the way, he said 50,000 yen. I said, "No." He said, "Why? You're governor for 1 year." Because I believe in continuity. I'm going to be 1 year, don't worry. So I've got the money for Kenneth, and I have his permission to do it for him. Because there's no meaning for me to do something if he doesn't want to continue. But I've got the money for 3 years. So we have some place to start, and then we will do the ceremony. The final ball will be at Holiday Inn, and hopefully we'll give also 5,000 to the club that finds a hero. We're just trying to round it off to encourage people. Like I said, it will raise the profile, it will link us with the hero, and help us find a spokesperson that we so truly need to raise the profile of Rotary. So here's the trophy I've designed. It's basically everything. Those who know me know I love the art. And I love Rotary caring. So this symbol represents a man and a woman coming together as a heart. And that basically is the one. The next thing I want to do is to follow RI's doctrine and let us promote peace and peaceful resolution. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that by successfully identifying a candidate from our district to become a Rotary Peace Scholar. We've never done this before. And hopefully send them to the Peace Center schools in Thailand or somewhere. This is very, very important. Okay? The second thing I think that we can do to make this exciting is to have a District International Peace Day. Now, I don't just talk. I got this idea. I've already called up my friend at United Nations because I sang for United Nations for their fundraising, and I'm going to try to see if I can do something with United Nations. So Rotary is going to promote peace, which is what Rotary is all about. We're the only organization